Yo. If y'all are here with us, then you already know what it is. It is the Patio PolitiCz.
Yes, sir.
We got familiar faces in the building, but you already know. And if you don't, it is the value that allows you the opportunity to roll with me.
Yes, sir.
You see the money, you see the crown. Yes, indeed, it is your royal rider himself, King Mac Millie. But I ain't here by myself. I'm here with my brother from the other side of the smart side, and he goes by.
It be your boy, the CSO, the whole Smart Psychology Podcast.
Come on.
You know who it is.
Yes.
You know who it is, man.
Yes.
It's your boy, the J to the K to the LASSICK.
J Classic.
Tell him why.
Let's go.
That way? Because your boy's so sick with it.
Sick with it. But we ain't by ourselves, you know what I'm saying? It's a hostile takeover on the Patio PolitiCz. Smart Psychology is in the house. But we are joined by Trouble T. Mills. Talk to the people real quick.
What up, y'all?
And then the man himself, the top rider of all riders.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? My guy, my brother from another mother, love him to death.
Yes.
To the 5, to the T, to the H.
in his mug, man. It was good.
Man. I'm going to tell you what's good. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this crown up off my head real quick, even though it fits so proper. You know what I'm saying? King Mac Millie in the place to be. Y'all see the money. Hey, we talking about wrestling today. We talking about wrestling today. Open forum, open topic. That's just a topic. Wrestling. So before we get up into it, you know what I'm saying? We're going to hit to this theme and we're going to get right back to you like you know what I mean.
We hope you stay a while, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, I said it's right for life. Come in with the shows that you like. We trying to be the best on the mic. DJ playing cuts that you like, It could be the start of your day, or maybe just the end of your night. But if you rock it with us, Patio PolitiCz is gonna do you right. Cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, Cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, We hope you stay a while.
Hope you stay a while, because if you don't, where we taking them, Mac?
Man, we taking them, rolling them in the ring. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, we're going to start beating that ass backstage. Drag them around the place and then take them out to the arena, roll them in the ring.
False
and then
count
put
anywhere.
Them away.
False count anywhere.
False count, no disqualification. You getting hit with everything. You know what I'm saying?
F5'd off the top of a cell.
Man.
Hit with a shooting star press.
Man, you getting packed out all the way
with an
through.
elbow off the top of the ladder. You know,
All the way
it's all going down. It's all going
Seen
down.
Mick Foley, right?
So as the time begins for this first quarter one fall, the music is on. Yes, indeed, we are coming. We have already came from out of gorilla position. You know what I'm saying? From out of the curtain.
Yeah, we not like Veer. We already came.
Yeah.
We didn't take too long.
We done got the pop and everything. So I just want to get into everybody's opening spiel of how they became a fan of wrestling. Their most memory that they hold on to the most, that made sure that they were just a wrestling fan for life, because I'm guessing that's what we are, right? I can speak for myself, but so we're gonna start all the way from the left. Classic, just go ahead and tell them how you got into wrestling and what did it for you.
Man, well, for me, just getting into wrestling, it was just running into it on TV out of nowhere, because like, you know me, I'm a 90s baby, born 91. So, you know, by the time I'm really, you know, realizing what wrestling is, you know, it's 2000s, but just seeing it, you know, I've been since elementary school. So, man, Attitude Era, that's when I'm mostly coming up in, you feel me? So, as a kid, it felt like the awesomest shit ever. Like, what is this? Oh my God. One of the best moments I would say was what really got me into it was first ever time seeing WrestleMania, and that was WrestleMania 17. And I was like, this is the shit. I'm like, I getting to see the TLC match for the first time. Like, it wasn't my first time being introduced to the Hardy Boys, but like seeing like that spectacle with all three. You feel me? It's like it was special. I'm like, oh, I was born around this time. When y'all was getting into this, I was born around this time. We're just talking about TLC matches. I remember when TLC matches was rare. Yeah. So yeah, it was cool. It was cool, man. But yeah, WrestleMania 17 definitely was my.
So that was it for you. That was like, oh, I'm in this now.
Yeah. After that, it was two things. One, I'm a wrestling fan forever, and two, I gotta get to a WrestleMania.
Got you.
That was it.
And you did that, but we gonna talk about that later on in the show. You figure deal me. Trouble T. How'd you get in trouble with wrestling, man?
Man, okay. So my first exposure to wrestling, I wasn't totally hooked. I knew a lot of kids at school that I went to that used to imitate The Rock all the time and imitate his catchphrases.
If you smell
More than just that. I didn't even understand what people were saying. You know, brony beating, high eating, like all that. But where I really got hooked on wrestling, even though I may not be as in depth as other people, it was a personal connection because my family was going through a very tough time, and I was going through a tough time too. Me and my brothers and my mom. A lot of I won't get into it personally, but just a depressing time.
Right.
And we just happened to catch a SmackDown on TV, and when we saw it, we were so like just in tune by not even so much the wrestling, just the storylines. I'm like, man, we really keeping up with this shit week to week, like it's a show.
Storylines are important.
Well, but when you first see it, you just like, okay, these guys are wrestling in the ring. Then you're like, oh shit. He really just jumped off a ladder like 20 feet in the air. And then for me, where we was hooked, I think where me and my brother got totally hooked is we first got into it like that, and it was helping us kind of like, I won't say numb us, but it helped us get our minds off a lot of depressing things in life at the time. Because that was back when everything was, Raw Mondays and SmackDown still Thursdays. And when we ordered our first pay-per-view, which was a Survivor Series, and it was a 3 stages of hell.
Ooh.
And after that, we was always begging Mom. We was like, hey, can we please get this pay-per-view? Can we please see this? And ever since then, man, I was just hooked. But like I said, I came later in the game than a lot of y'all. I was like 8, 9 years old when the Attitude Era was booming. So.
That's right. J5.
I'm an 80s baby.
Yeah. You go back with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Not as far though, but
yeah, not as far.
Far enough.
But I would say it probably had to be like 80, 88, 89.
Okay.
And I know during that time, that's when Hulk Hogan was a shit. Macho Man was a shit. Andre the Giant. Yeah. So it was shit like that. And then back in the day too, they used to have action figures. I was a big time action figure.
You had the big rubber ones?
Yeah, the rubber ones. That didn't bend.
Yeah.
So they wasn't anatomically correct. Yeah. they just in one pose and shit. Yeah.
Hey, if you could turn it, you a strong like motherfucker.
Yeah, you could, exactly.
Nah, you was breaking their arms because they was rubber.
Right. That's it. They just like this now. Like, oh crap, it's
you had to glue them mugs back on.
And one of my first, I had Hulk Hogan, had the Warrior. And I remember I had Shawn Michaels when he was with the Rockers. I had that.
Before the kick.
Before the kick. Yeah.
Rainbow attire. That's when he was using the back suplex.
Yeah, exactly. So that, and I think, man, I really got hooked. I say about WrestleMania 2 or WrestleMania 3, one of the two.
Dang.
But it was back then, and then too, Hulk Hogan was one of the first wrestlers to do the movie shit.
Yeah.
So you have no holds bars. They had Debo in it, R.I.P.
I mean, Andre the Giant was doing his thing.
Andre the Giant. Yeah, excuse me, because I think he was on Conan, or what? He was on one of the movies.
Yeah, the Princess War, I believe.
Yeah, the Princess movie with he was in that. So
and Piper was doing it too.
Piper was too. He was in I think it's They Live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was in that. So man, the 80s, it was just a cool ass era with the wrestlers, man. That's how I got hooked to that shit. And seeing my first Royal Rumble, I don't know which one it was, either 2 or 3, but all that shit was fun. That's how I got hooked.
Yeah.
And I was on it ever since. And not only that, I had the Nintendo popping. So remember the video game on Nintendo?
Sega.
Yeah.
Shit, I was playing wrestling games on Atari. I don't know if you was doing that, but
nah, not on Atari.
It wasn't no brand or anything. It was just figures.
My start was Nintendo 64.
I was gonna say mine was
N64. Shout out to No Mercy. Shout out to WrestleMania 2000.
Shout out to No Mercy for sure.
Yeah. Pack out times.
Now what about you?
For myself, man, I tell people all the time that, and if you watch my podcast, I say it all the time. Like I am a I like second generation wrestlers. I like third generation wrestlers, fourth generations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I am a third generation wrestling fan, but only because the second generation got the first generation hooked on to it, and then the generation after. You know what I'm saying? When I was born out of the womb, I like to say all the time that wrestling was one of my best friends. It was a babysitter to me. They put me in the playpen, turn on wrestling, and that was just it. Or wrestling was on because somebody else was watching it, my uncle or whatever. We got Betamax tapes, VHSs of just different pay-per-views and shows.
Betamax?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Way back. You know what I'm saying?
So
Hit that like button for Betamax.
Man.
Message.
You know what I'm saying? Historian of such. I've forgotten more things that I actually know about professional wrestling. So I grew up with it, not knowing anything different. You know what I'm saying? I never was in that atmosphere of what is this? What is that? It was just always there.
Yeah.
So as I got older, it was just like, man, we had the box or whatever, right? It was rigged, so we was always getting pay-per-views for free.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? We was always
You
getting
had the cheat code, man.
Yeah.
Ooh,
We was getting everything for free.
Hey, there was more than one cheat code, bro. We know that.
So it became like almost a family pastime because everybody watched it. We used to go to Sports Arena, RIP to the Sports Arena.
Yep.
Yeah.
We used to go
Sports
up there
Arena for
because
sure.
we had a little connect with the tickets, so we was always sitting ringside, and that's where that started for me. Classic.
I already know.
That's where that started for me. The sport, the you know.
Spoil it. Say it. Don't spoil that. Say it.
But we used to go to shows when I was a kid, and it's just I just grew up with it.
Yeah.
There was a time that I split away from it a little bit, but only because my living circumstances changed. I didn't have it, but that was the only time that I really left it, but I didn't really leave it. You know, I always found a way, like either I go to the Rite Aid, read magazines, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Like there was always something there. So I don't know, wrestling is just, I rock with it. It's cool. I understand it to a degree to where I could probably work for a company and make them some money, make myself some money, that type of shit. Like it's weird fans out here, and then it's fans that actually understand. What's going on. So.
It's a lot of fucking weird fans.
Yeah.
A lot of
marks.
Yeah.
It's a lot of gangbangers too. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. You from South Central, you grew up a wrestling fan. I don't give a fuck what
High key.
from age 4 to 10, you was a wrestling fan. I don't care what nobody say.
What it was is the Attitude Era is what did it for a lot of people and made it cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To where we was in the hood having matches at school. You know what I'm saying? In the monkey bars and behind the gyms and shit, like showing up to class bleeding and shit. What's going on? Well, teachers ain't really asking what's going on.
On your bed.
Let's be honest. When Vince cut the whole cartoonish shit.
Yeah, of the 80s, the golden era.
Here's the thing. Like a lot of people, like it's funny that they called it the golden era. Yeah, it was a golden time, right?
It was the boom.
Oh, it was. But it was like when you see where most of the wrestlers in that time, how they were before the golden era. I'm like, if you would see Dusty Rhodes in Territory era before golden era, you be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Man, what?
Like,
so
where
much
did
more
polka
than
dots come from?
Yeah, you talking about when he was with Sapphire?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So with that, let me ask, going around the table, like, what is or what was your favorite era of professional wrestling? Like, what's one you'll go to bat for and you'll die on that hill for? I'm gonna start with T, because T, yours is probably easy.
Man, you know it, man. I mean, okay, I'll put it this way. It's a tough one between the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era, because I can understand more in the Ruthless Aggression Era.
Yeah.
But the Attitude Era, like you said, what really got me hooked is like when I actually started watching it and recognizing, okay, wait, like it's storylines to this shit. Like for instance, it may not mean a whole lot to y'all, but one of the most interesting storylines to me was when I saw they played it out where apparently Stephanie had faked a pregnancy on Triple H. And then they was getting married in the ring.
That's the
and
soap opera era, man. That gotta be Ruthless Aggression era.
No. That was still Attitude.
No,
That was late Attitude. Late Attitude.
Vince always wanted it to be a TV show.
But I'm saying, like, when I'm talking about how I got hooked on it, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, you just don't do that. Like when he went down to the ring, and I'm like, damn, you called your wife a bitch. We are through, and then you put your hands on your wife in front of people, and I'm like, mind you, I'm a kid at the time, so I'm like, damn, this is real. I'm like, I want to see what happened next week. So, I think I don't know like the 80s as well as y'all do, but I'm saying like for me, it was when the stories were like more well written that they could actually go on extensive periods of time that got me into it.
Ooh, can I hit this next?
Go for it. Go for it.
'Cause I like what you said. But for me, I'm like I said, when I first came, all I knew was 90s. So
Right.
baby. But after seeing what I love, like I'm like, okay, let me go back to see when it started. So that's how I know a little bit. I'm still learning, right?
Yeah. Every day, myself too.
Yeah, even in my still learning, I'll say I'll take the territory errors. And the reason
when it was
being,
real.
the reason being because it's like the whole argument about real and fake.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And the thing about it was
when kayfabe was alive.
You said script. Back in the day, there was a man named New Jack.
Man,
I heard of New Jack.
R.I.P. to New Jack.
So
man,
there was a man named New Jack, right? And literally, there was another man named Jim Cornette. Now, and then there's a place called Mid-South Wrestling, right? Now he's out there. Now back in the day, Mid-South is like all these racist people that. So he's like, all right, so
he in the thick of it.
So he said, so what do I do? What do I do? How do I do the promo? Right now, it's not a script. All Jim Cornette said is, go out there and make white people mad. This man goes out there and proceeds to say, hey yo, OJ, good job. One more down. We out this bitch. And I was like, what?
They started throwing shit. It was wild.
So it's like, that was the realism. It's like, I can play on your emotions as a heel or a babyface without even a script, because I'm pretty much using that. And that's what
I was getting real life death threats.
I was gonna say that. That's why I respect New Jack. He doesn't give a fuck.
Real life.
You like real heel. Like Piper or like I always felt Flair, at least in my area.
Oh yeah, Flair too.
I saw guys bounce between him and whatnot, but Flair always seemed to be one that could just make you love to hate him.
Hey, all he gotta do is say, I was in the room with your mama last night. He's like,
and the cool thing is, he was smooth dude. You could tell, like,
and I was up all night. Woo, 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 woo. What about you, Five?
I would have to say, man, damn, it's out of the Attitude Era and the 80s, the mid to late 80s.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the mid to late 80s, only because their promos and the type of drugs they were doing. Them promos, I think those are by far. You can't
talk to him like that, man. I'm crack shot more than you.
When you get into the
you can't write no shit like that in the script. You can't write that. The Ultimate Warrior really had me thinking it was a planet of warriors that I wanted to be from. You get what I'm saying? And it's like you can't teach that. I'm a director, so you can't teach that type of shit to no actor right there. And for them not to be actors and carrying on promos like that,
was natural.
It was authentic.
Well, I won't say it was natural, but
it was bruh.
It was natural plus the other shit.
It was something. It was something. Hey, for you to actually make me think that you cannot shake hands because the whole world's gonna blow. So I'm looking at you literally for 5 minutes.
Don't do it yet. Make a vow.
God, no. I'm like, yo, no.
So I would say the 80s because the drugs, the promos, and the abuse with the women was all Macho Man.
Macho Man.
What you talk to her today? Like, what?
I'm gonna tell you right now, Mean Gene. Don't you look at her. Don't you touch her. What are you doing, Elizabeth? Get the hell out of here.
And Mean Gene, just his reactions sold all that shit. Like, what's going on? Like,
hey, remember when Andre would put his hand on his face like,
yeah.
For real, Andre?
Yeah.
Like, come on now, don't do that.
I say the 80s.
It's hard for me to choose an era. Man. It's hard for me to choose an era because everyone is just it's different and it's special in its own right.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Real.
That's if you carry with it, you know what I'm saying, all the way through wherever you started, and if you go back to dig deep into it, because just all of the territory stuff, and you had people jumping over the different territories, getting the same type of heat. Kayfabe was a little bit stronger way back in the day, but then as you move along, you get the golden era. You know what I'm saying? You get the
cartoon era, what I call it.
Yeah, you get the boom, era and everything. And you get the attitude era.
When the logo was a cartoon.
The ruthless aggression, and then what we've moved into now, you know, modern times and everything. I'll probably, since y'all done ran across the board, I'll probably go Attitude Era only because, and I can't even touch on everything, but you got WWF still as you got on the hat right there,
and you got WCW.
You got WCW.
That's why I said that.
And you got ECW, which really made the Attitude Era the hottest. And people don't even understand that because the way that they got down, the way they did their thing in Philly, Paul Heyman and just the whole staff and wrestlers and shit that they had over there, that was real attitude.
But see, the problem is though, a lot, especially no shot. Look, if you have your loyalty to a certain place, I get it. But look, a lot of people think when see me as a wrestling fan, I call Attitude Era like all of that. A lot of people think, oh well, just WWE Attitude Era. Now when you look at WWE, it's like, they had a lot of fuck shit in the Attitude Era. But it's like I'm thinking about, like you said, ECW. You just had some great wrestling all around. And it was a good time.
But, I mean, well, it's a whole lot to get into. It's a whole lot to jump into. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? We like a faction right now.
Yes, sir.
Before we go to these commercial breaks, we about to formulate a plan, and we gonna go and pack somebody out, and then we gonna get right back to you after we pay these bills. It's the Patio PolitiCz.
Let's get it.
Yes.
Like that.
She has been showing herself. He's like, okay, I'm showing y'all. I came in 2 matches and helped y'all, motherfuckers. You feel me? So y'all can't say I'm the weakest link no more.
I mean, but that was a terrible argument to make in the first place. Just because you got pinned, you the weakest link. Like, nah, son, I need more.
Well, some people try it, but that's the thing. Some people try it. Look, I'm just saying. I think Tiffany cheated. I think she had a low cut shirt and she said, "Let's play." I feel she said, "Let's play."
AJ Styles is every new champion's whipping boy.
That man got slapped in the mouth.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
Man, I swear full load. I say it all the time. Pay me if you want to pay somebody to do some shit, because that's a nice ass announcer, but I feel like I could do some nice announcing shit myself. You know what I'm saying? Myself. And with that comment being said, before we get into anything else, if y'all had the opportunity to get into wrestling, you know what I'm saying? Somebody came to you, whether it's an indie promotion, mainstream, and they just be like, I want you a part of my company. And they gave you the option of choosing what you wanted to do, what would it be?
Like choosing as in what though?
Anything. It's wide open.
Like anything. Like so you can be backstage producer. Anything.
I'm bringing you into my company. What position would you like?
Now I'll go first.
Any position.
I'll go first while y'all think. Now me 10, 15, 20 years ago, I want to be a wrestler.
Okay, all right, cool.
So now,
are we talking about now? We talking about when we younger. What we talking about?
You can speak on both ends, you know what I'm saying?
I want to be the GM.
Yeah.
I want to be the GM. Yes.
Would you work behind the camera too, or behind the scenes?
Both.
Getting storylines and running.
Both.
Directing everything. Like, okay, so this is what you. Okay.
I want to be at the announcer table with the commentators, and then if shit go down, I want to get in the ring and talk shit. I want to be backstage. That type of GM.
So you want to be a Vince McMahon, but a cooler version, a black version,
or how Triple H was. Remember, everybody was pissed at him.
Triple H now, or Triple H?
The authority, Triple H.
Probably the authority.
Okay.
No, or like Eric Bischoff, because he was
when he was in
NWO.
Yeah.
Get in there and karate kick somebody real quick.
And then go back to manager.
As a matter of fact, that's perfect. I got you. We gotta get to another jacket.
He was notorious for hold him up.
Hold him up. They give him a roundhouse, spinning back kick.
Yeah.
What about you, T? What you think you'd be able to dibble dabble in?
Man, okay. Even though y'all probably would think this is completely outside of my character.
Don't say a referee.
Mac.
Message.
I'm Jimmy King and I will. Don't play me. No. Even though it's outside of what y'all would probably perceive, man, I got a kick out of JR, man. So I would probably really enjoy being an announcer and just being able to go crazy with your words and whatnot, because I'm like, a lot of them matches that I watched, when I would just hear JR, I'd be like, what the fuck is this guy?
Nah, JR,
JR was getting that shit.
JR,
he's my GOAT. I fuck with JR. I love JR.
Like when I would hear JR, I'm like, man, this guy is earning his fucking paycheck. Cause I'm like, shit. I'm like, the match ain't even that hot, and this nigga is like,
son of a bitch. Spit him like a fat on the yard.
Triple A, my bitch. Triple straight to hell.
My God. Stone Cold.
He made it real.
Bro, he literally made it so real to the point like they got his voice now on like TikTok and Instagram loops that you can use where you can like make reels with it and stuff.
And it's crazy because he wasn't always like that. And when you look at people going through different characteristics and different levels of who they are, Jim grew into that because he was real cool. He was chill when he was early before the cowboy hat. You know what I'm saying? He had the comb over hair and everything or whatever. Real nice, real cool, whatever. But just when he got to that point of the attitude era, he just said, "Fuck it, I'm
going in.
I'm about to barbecue sauce this shit all the way."
That's one thing I've noticed just about like wrestling in general is like it took me a while until I had watched it for like at least 10 years to see that like people have to have time to grow into a new character of who they are, because I'm like there were certain matches like I remember I watched an Elimination Chamber match and it was like somebody went through the glass, but they really didn't break the glass like they were supposed to.
Shimmy Man. What he got?
No, not Shimmy Man. I want to say, I think it was Goldberg spearing like Jericho through the glass or something, and then
that's when they had the plexiglass.
Something like that. It didn't even really break, but it was like JR was taking it to here to the point where you were like, damn, did dude break his back? I'm like, if you look away from the TV and you only listen to JR, I'm like, fuck, what am I missing?
It didn't break.
Like she's a goddamn Jezebel.
Even more like Jesus.
That was the one.
She's a goddamn Jezebel.
Oh, God.
Send his ass straight to hell. He is destroying every living soul, every beating heart in sight. Jackhammer.
Now, how did you feel when? Because I know you saw it then. How did you feel when Kane burned JR alive? I was like, yo, like he is selling this like a mug. Like
I just, man. I hats off to JR, man. Like people who don't see the holistic thing of wrestling don't see that. Because I had to reflect numerous years and be like, yo, you know what? JR made a lot of those matches, man.
Bruh.
Like,
yeah, definitely.
Probably would have been born if it wasn't for JR.
I got my favorite announcers, but before we get into that, classic. What would you like to do if they gave you such an opportunity?
Like cause I'm with Jay. Like if it was younger, I would have been like,
Did any of y'all backyard wrestle, or was it just
I
me?
did. No, I'm saying I did
too.
Outside the house and inside the house?
Yeah. Dude, let me tell you.
Every time it was a mattress that was getting thrown away, it'd be taken to the back.
We was on the front lawn on the grass. Like fuck it, this is what it is.
Shit.
Hey, it's I'm not gonna lie. Like when I got in trouble one time for putting my neighbor in the Walls of Jericho because he wanted to play wrestling. Now, like, you sure? Now he went for a super kick. I said, that's it. Twisted that motherfucker around, went back. He's like, it really do hurt. I said, I told you.
I didn't see my cousins put damn near all their girlfriends and little sisters in real life submissions. That's when I realized wrestling is real.
It is real.
My cousin put his ex-girlfriend in a Boston Crab, and she was tapping and screaming and crying, begging.
Wrestling is real. Like
a half Boston Crab.
Please.
She was crying.
You talking about a half Boston Crab?
No, a full. I'm talking about
Sting. Walls of Jericho,
Sting.
right?
No.
Sat back on that shit.
Sat back.
Oh, so Rick the model of Martel, like put it in a perfect form and just.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah. So let me tell you.
Snap somebody's back,
because I used to think same thing. I'm like, okay, Boston Crab, Raw the Jericho, even the Lion Tamer. I'm like, the same thing, right? I'm like,
not
if you
the
look
Lion
at how they
Tamer.
rich it, it's like it's so different.
Yeah.
Like even the Lion Tamer, he put his knee on your head and then just gonna.
Sometimes he used to put it in the back in the earlier days,
and it's like,
or whatever.
You know
twist
what?
your body.
You know what really hurt for me the first time? A figure four. When somebody did it the right way.
No, that shit hurt.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I had people try before and they couldn't really get their legs wrapped. And then the first time I was like, shit.
Man, it's so easy to jump all over the place. But shit. Just you said like what Fox said.
So for me, I would be a commentator.
Okay.
Like I said, like JR,
man.
like the way he was able to bring out what happened in the ring. You feel me? It's like, like a lot of people don't understand. Like, look, it's a whole different, especially if you've never been to a live event, it's a whole different thing without commentary.
Man.
Especially if you ain't got that mind to even give yourself your own commentary like we probably do or something like that. It's like, you're going to be like, especially if you're not into the story, if you're not into, you know, what's going on, if your first time just going to, like, if your first time wrestling was just going to a show that you didn't know nothing and you ain't heard no no commentary, you like, okay, who is this? What's going on?
What's going on?
I don't know.
And
You know,
and JR did that for us.
yo. So it's like I was like, you know, I would want to commentate because I'm like, I would love to just, you know, just continue to share, you know, what's going on in the ring, share that excitement. Like when he said Stone Cold, you was at home like Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Stone Cold.
My God, that son of a bitch is back.
Like you just, oh man, it was so wonderful. So yeah, definitely commentary.
For me, man, so many things to choose from, but I guess like all of our first answer, I would have definitely been a wrestler. Especially because my uncle had the opportunity to be a wrestler and be a part of ECW before ECW became that, but he thought it was bullshit and he missed the boat. Thanks, man. But definitely would have been a wrestler. But in now day and age, I would say either on the creative team, booking these wrestlers, their characters and stuff like that, or on-screen manager. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can picture that.
Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. On-screen manager. I think that's going to be your calling. That's it. That is your calling right there.
I made people want me to get my upcomings every single week. Talk about heel heat. And as a matter of fact, rapid fire, faces or heels?
Shit.
You already know what it is.
When I was young,
here.
face for sure. Heel now.
Yeah.
You got to go through some life shit to understand why the heel shit will be there. But it'll be heel.
Heel all day over here, T.
Yeah, heel.
You sure?
Yeah. I mean, because
like John Cena when he was the real John Cena, the face John Cena.
No. I liked John Cena when he first came out.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I went to the SmackDown when he first came out with the Thugonomics song.
Oh,
that was in San Jose, California.
Okay. Classico.
That was before
me. I say face, but it's only certain type of face.
So you more like a tweener?
That's what I was going to ask you. Didn't say tweeners.
Yeah.
It's like, no, but here's the thing. I will say tweener only because like you had to go because most of them already going to start as a heel and then they became that, so it's like a natural thing. I love those type of people that like, yo, you naturally made me. I had to say fuck it. You shit, I had to.
Yeah.
You feel me? Those type of people, I'm like, fuck, I can't. And for me, that list is very minimal. Yeah. Now I know a lot of fans just be like, "Oh, well, since everybody else like you're a tweener." No. You're a tweener because you literally made me like you. You was a heel. Like I hated you, but as much as good as you are, like bro, I had to go.
Yeah. So for the viewers out there, just to clean it up a little bit, in case you don't know what a face or a heel is, a face is your typical hero who you want to cheer for. You know what I'm saying? Who makes you feel good?
AKA baby face.
Who does the right thing, and that's a baby face. And
no, we're not talking about R&B.
Yeah.
You got to give them examples. You got to give people like two wrestlers.
Okay. Without naming one person because F that guy. Without naming one person.
But to separate his career from his personal life, I mean, he was a very super hot face. Eat your vitamins, say your prayers, wearing the Jesus piece and everything. I'm red, white, and blue, all for America. And then when he started the NWO, it was just like
Hollywood.
Here he is. Here he is.
This is him.
Right.
I like this guy. This guy don't give a shit. So, and then when you get to heels, they're pretty much just the villains, the bad guys, the people that you don't want to root for, the people that do nefarious things to gain an advantage. What's happening?
I got a question for you about that. Because I was talking about that when I was explaining it with my parents. Because for the first time, my mom was like, what is the fascination with wrestling and all that? So I was explaining heels, right? Mm-hmm. Think about it. A heel, a lot of times, don't even have to really be a bad guy.
Not necessarily.
Yeah. Because remember again.
There's got to be somebody that you don't like something about them.
I was say, remember again, all that Jim Cornette had to tell New Jack was make white people mad. Think about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Think about that. Whatever the consensus or whatever the thought pattern, the group thing was in the world at that time, all you had to do would be against that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Make the people boo you.
Right. You're not even a bad person, really. All you can say is, well, I think X, Y, and Z. And if that's not the way people think, boo. Yeah. I'm like, wow.
So let me ask y'all.
Like, you could probably go out and call everybody piss ants and they'll boo you.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me ask y'all this thing, Matt. What would be some of y'all's top heels that were good on the mic?
Oh, it's too many.
It's so many.
It's too many.
Good on the mic.
Yeah.
Good on the mic. Good on the mic.
Now are we talking in front of a crowd or behind scenes?
Yeah, exactly.
doing
talking about both.
an interview,
I say like both.
It differs because like when you think about Jake the Snake Roberts,
I was gonna say
in front of the
one
crowd.
of the best.
In front of the crowd, maybe not, but if he's backstage and he's got
killed
Damien,
and he in that camera,
he's
you
got
felt
the deep voice.
You
and
felt
he's
him.
looking at you, and we're getting into it. And when I get you out there into the like, it's a whole different atmosphere. You just lose yourself into the TV. But in front of the crowd, it's just like. It's all about let me read the atmosphere and let me pull reactions. You know what I'm saying? Some people are good at that. Some people are not. You got go away heat to where you come onto the screen and people's just like, oh, fuck.
I don't want to hear it. Like,
you got something that's good. That's good great with the crowd and shitty at promos.
Yeah.
But when the crowd start, they like, shut up.
Yeah.
And they real good at that shit. Those are heels I like.
Yeah. They respond back like, oh, and just really kill your shit the fuck off. Like, I gotta say, the greatest moment that I've seen from two heels to where they got the crowd just booing, it was Kevin Owens and damn it, I almost said Ezekiel. Fucking Elias. When they were sitting in the middle of the ring, Elias had his guitar and they were doing their promo and they were killing off Seattle. They killed off Seattle, talking about their basketball team left and all type of shit. That Seattle crowd booed them too for 7 minutes straight, maybe 10. Literally. Non-stop. That niggas was sitting in the ring just like... And I think it was Kevin Owens too. He was like, yeah, like your basketball team left and them niggas lost.
Winning. Just lost. Yo. That's why this man's a natural heel.
Yeah.
We can answer that after this break because some heels that
I saw Rock do that.
Heels are the backbone of professional wrestling. Without a heel, you don't have nobody to cheer for. Nobody. But with that said, you know what I'm saying? We fit to hit some finishers on some bystanders and we gonna pay these bills with these commercials. We gonna be right back.
Yes, sir.
Patio PolitiCz.
Woo.
Oh God. Hey why are you looking for that? Hey yo, Mo, I just want to see what promotion you think this came from?
Oh shit! Right the clip. Oh god damn! Right the clip.
The snap snipper.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
Shout out to the sponsors, man. Legato Collection.
Shout out.
Risque Accessories, man. We in the building. Check it out. Smart Psychology, Patio PolitiCz. We here.
Man, shout out to Rob Naylor in the back. No bad energy. Shout out to Creative Educare as well.
Yes, sir.
And the G. Lou Show. Check it out.
Sir. Yes, sir. Indeed.
Our sponsors.
I mean, sponsorship is just growing and growing and growing. Man. People love us, huh?
All praises.
So I guess in a sense we like some faces, huh?
Fuck. We got Risque Accessories.
We got some heels.
Shout out to Risque Accessories.
You get a couple of heels that is just like, you're so great. And then when they transition to being a face and it's just like, you're great at doing it. You know what? You got my respect. You got my respect. Because it's some faces out there that I rock with, but only because I know you can play both sides of the field. Because everybody can't play both sides of the field.
Well, give me one.
That can play both sides of the field.
That you
The Rock.
I was gonna say Rock.
Rock is easy.
He played both. Think about it. He pretty much started as a babyface, came back as technically a heel with Nation of Domination.
Yeah.
Then Then he started. Then he even started like molding himself away from Nation as The Rock with the whole good cocky thing. Then all of a sudden,
Rock and Sock.
Rock and Sock, and then think about how many times he went from I want to cheer him to I want to boo him. Then in the mid 2000s when he got Hollywood, he came back as Hollywood Rock.
That's my favorite version of The Rock.
And straight up heel, and he was like,
That's my
"Fuck
favorite
y'all, I'm
version.
Hollywood." It was like,
and the same shit you talked about it happened in Hollywood. He did that shit in Toronto after. Wasn't that after WrestleMania? I think?
Yeah, that's when he was doing his guitar.
He told Toronto, he said, "Y'all hockey team suck," and the whole arena just
Stone Cold
erupted.
I put Stone Cold in the tweener.
He a tweener.
When he was a heel, he was a different type of Stone Cold.
You talking about when he was with Brian Pillman?
He was no. I'm talking about after.
Okay.
He was more sadistic. You know what I'm saying? More cold.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was stoned a lot, but he was more cold and everything. It was just like something wrong with this dude. Like, and I appreciated that. But as a face, I feel like Stone Cold was never really a face.
No,
I think he was.
He just was
when he
heel.
was facing the Rock.
I think he just identified like.
That's what I'm saying. Because
it's
like
possible that they could have had him
like piss
labeled
white
as
people off.
such.
Yeah,
I think Stone Cold was their representative.
I
It was
just
like the
because the Rock was full heel.
it was like the middle class dude
because-
that could give the middle finger to his boss.
There were times where they switched.
Think about it. Everybody in America is like, you
know?
can't stand your job and you can't stand your boss.
I would say Mankind. I say Mankind too, because he came.
Tell your boss,
not
F
Cactus. I'm talking about Mankind.
take your job and shove it.
The big rat pulling his
Take my
hair.
ball wherever the fuck
He
I
was a
wanna go.
heel. Then he ended
I
up.
wish I could.
Drink beer on the job. Drive around in your
it's a lot of people
ATV.
that was a better tweener. Like Stone
Gotcha.
Cold was probably like the best tweener.
Yeah, because pretty much like his whole shit.
It's like he was so bad, but it's like I want to root for everything that you're fucking doing.
That's like Jake the Snake though.
Because
Jake the Snake.
Because a lot of people
Because you told me he was here. I'm like, what?
Because a lot of people say that the Attitude Era started with Stone Cold.
Yeah. Stone Cold going over Shawn Michaels
that
or
was
whatever.
his transition in even being a tweener. Because he was a heel at the time.
Yeah.
But then as we got to Attitude Era where everybody loved that shit, everybody loved the gritty shit and everything.
Yeah,
He was
I like
stayed
the
naturally
bad guy.
heel. He stayed naturally himself.
I like the bad guy.
It was like he never. Cause think about it, Stone Cold never really changed. He never really had that promo of, "Oh, I did it for you guys."
Yeah,
he never had that. He never. Oh, you know, I came in for you. Yeah, no, my heart. No.
That's some John Cena. John Cena shit.
He never had really a babyface promo.
Okay.
He just said, "Oh, fuck it. If you with me, give me a beer."
He just tailored to the crowd. If you want to see good old Stone Cold with somebody's ass, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
I say, give me a hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What?
Now, Matt, what about
Oh shit.
what would you say about Undertaker?
He's an
Because
anomaly.
I liked the American Badass version.
Undertaker's an anomaly.
He is indeed the phenom.
Yes, that's it. He's phenomenal. He's an anomaly.
He is the best character worker I have ever seen in professional wrestling. You made me believe that a dead man, dead man in real life form was operating, working and beating people up. And
I like heel Undertaker, man.
I was gonna say I like
Corporation Dark Undertaker. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Early 90s.
You talking about Undertaker on the motorcycle?
No,
I don't like that. That's the one I don't like. Not last round.
Okay,
No, but the heel version of it.
No.
Because a lot of people
You
got
like the
a
heel
problem with what? Okay, what was the
I
problem?
thought he was hard.
He came alive from being dead. That was the problem.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the dead man.
Look,
Just stay
he
dead.
already had us fooled.
What you
okay,
mean?
He already- as an alive man playing a dead man, and now you want to put the dead man
Now
in
you're
some other way.
alive.
And now you're alive again, riding motorcycles and shit. Talking about big evil.
But did you notice though? He was never. It's never that he came alive. It's almost like this.
Take me back.
I mean, he did kind of
I
switch to like
understand.
that biker look.
Take me back to his debut when I first saw
Shit, yeah.
Undertaker.
I
was
believe he
dead.
was dead. I believe
Survivor Series when he came out with Brother Love as a part of that
Yes.
mystery partner on Ted DiBiase's team. It was just like, oh shit,
Oh, shit.
Who
Yeah,
is
who
this?
is that?
And it came all walking slow,
Wow.
goth look or whatever, pale face,
Yeah.
and like the way he moved in the ring, it was just like, this dude he's something ferocious. Like niggas is beating him up.
Yeah, like it's
still walking you down like I'm still gonna kill. He's just like, all right, like he really pulled me, because it was a crazy ass gimmick when you really think.
Exactly, but
and it got crazier as the times went on. But it was just like I was here for it.
Just like you said, the corporation.
Right, the corporation was crazy as fuck.
Corporate ministry or whatever.
Yep.
But when he stopped doing all that and became a regular person,
he didn't become
Big Evil? Are you kidding me? He cut his hair, put a bandana on, start riding a motorcycle, waving the American flag. That's not my Undertaker.
I know.
I'll take it because it was still Undertaker.
I didn't even want him doing the fucking tombstone after that.
You know what I thought about?
Doing the last round. I was like, keep doing
don't
it.
do the fucking tombstone. You don't earn it.
You know what I thought about? Like I thought about it as like evolution. Like this nigga became a Digimon. This nigga came from cartoonish dead man to Ghost Rider on a goddamn motorcycle. Still taking souls, but yet I just have a different look. And that's what I'm saying. For me, at the time, like especially like I said, at the time, it was like like I said, I'm getting into. So I saw Corporation Undertaker. You feel me?
Yeah.
So in that time as a kid, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at. Oh, it was an evolution. You feel me? And I'm like, especially we're talking about the attitude era for the times. Like, oh, we want all this. Like, yo, like think about the movies we had.
And I believe that was in the middle of the attitude era, because for me, I'm gonna say the attitude era started when Sean kicked Marty Jannetty. That's to me when.
But that was well before the Attitude Era, though.
That kicked it off.
What year was that?
That was an Attitude.
That was 90.
It didn't. That was probably like 94.
He just kicked him with an attitude. He just kicked him with a lot of attitude. That wasn't attitude there.
That was like the beginning stages of people taking characters to the next level.
Yeah.
Because it's just like Shawn Michaels was just like, okay, I could be this vanilla baby face. People are cheering for me. I'm part of an exciting tag team, but y'all recognize my skill.
Yeah.
And so, like, you know, they go on the barbershop, which is Brutus the Barber Beefcake's talk show.
Barber Beefcake.
And it's
he used to be one of my favorites in the 80s.
Yeah. Shawn Mike, you liked his butt cut out pants and all that or whatever.
I like the big scissors in the ring. If I beat you, I'm cutting your hair again.
I mean, but he was still wearing them type of pants.
When he was doing the elbow and assless chaps.
He used to wear like bow ties and blazers when he teamed with Greg the Valentine, Greg Hammer or whatever. But elbow drop. Man, like. What was I on?
About the beginning of the
Yeah. So you know, when you see that imagery of Shawn Michaels in the leather jacket, it's just like, oh yeah, he about to become something different. He about to step into what we already see.
So would you say that's the boom era?
Nah, because the boom era, like I said, the boom era came after, I want to say, the rock and roll era, where wrestling took off. And it was because of the rock and roll era. You're getting stars and everything. You're getting music artists. You're getting actors involved. People from other sports involved with professional wrestling, making it really mainstream.
Right.
Shout outs to Vince McMahon for doing that.
Yeah. That'll be like 80s.
Or doing that and getting the credit. So that was late 80s or whatever.
And then
when
90s going into the 90s.
And then boom.
Yeah.
And then you get the boom turned into the golden era or whatever. And then from the golden era into that small little space before the Attitude Era. Because they had to transition, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Bret Hart had left, Hulk Hogan was done.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? All the stars that they built up or were starting to build up were not there anymore. You know what I'm saying? People pass away and things of that nature.
Yeah.
People jump ship to other companies, so it's like we need something now.
So y'all wouldn't call when Bret Hart was there, Owen. You wouldn't call that the Attitude?
No, it wasn't Attitude Era.
I'm gonna say depending on when, when he was there, because
that was still WWF before that symbol. So that symbol was all Attitude Era. And when they dropped the F, get the F out, Attitude Era. You know what I'm saying? Before they moved
that era to me was. I used to equate that with the Attitude Era.
Yeah, when the cartoon logo, that was before. That was before Attitude.
That era was hard as fuck.
Like fruity back then, kind of right.
That era was hard as fuck.
It wasn't even like it.
That's when Razor first came.
Yeah. See, that was right before.
Well, not everything fruity, but like everybody's tights and stuff was all.
And it wasn't even just about the tights. The thing about it was. Again, like
the full package.
When you went back to, like, if you would see Dusty Rhodes before the polka dots, you were like, the working man,
he was a force.
Yeah,
he was a force.
He had his
territory.
jeans on it, like,
he was a force. He was a force with the territory shit.
You feel me? Like,
yes.
and like some people will even say, even like even though it's FM, some people will say that man Terry Bollea was a different man.
Yeah.
before he got introduced to the money and stuff.
His wrestling and
stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. His wrestling in New Japan, you see a totally different Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
A totally.
So it's
different.
like when we say the cartoon era, it's just like, yo, like you literally cartoonified them, like you literally made them feel like.
That's when characters became like
characters.
Not saying that it wasn't always a thing, because it was, but characters and gimmicks really became
characters,
something.
right? Like literally,
like Sergeant Slaughter and all that.
Yeah. You remember the
IRS.
cartoons and everything on Saturdays and all that, whatever.
Yep.
Like it's crazy. Like we could talk about wrestling all damn day, to be honest. Y'all got any memorabilia or anything that y'all really like or whatever? Like I'm gonna get into it a little bit more, but this right here. The $1 Million Championship held by Ted DiBiase. This was his heavyweight championship because he bought the championship once and they took it right back from him after Andre the Giant had won it. But he was like, fine, I'll get my own belt. This right here was something that stood out to me the most in professional wrestling. And I was like, I gotta have it. And I had to have it so bad that it turned into an affirmation for me. Like, have you ever touched $1 million? I have now.
Yeah.
And I will in the future, because as long as I have this here with me, this is my daily affirmation of what I'm working towards and what's coming to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is there anything from wrestling that would have like that had that stamp on you to where you just had to hold on to it, like, Jesus Christ, this wrestling could die today, but if I had to remember one thing or take one thing with me, it would be this thing, this item? Like, is there anything like that for y'all?
For me, it'd probably be one or two of my action figures. I think I still got one or two from the 80s that I got at the Rhodium. Years ago.
Yeah. And the Rhodium's still standing.
Shout out to the Rhodium. Yeah, they open. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, word.
They price is high as fuck now. But this was back when you can get probably 10 action figures for like $1 or $2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think I still got this Shawn Michaels when he was with the Rockers, and this is another wrestler I got.
And then like even with this, like I finally attained it. I wasn't done yet though. I was like, I gotta add to it, and through our partnership with PCW Ultra, shout outs to PCW
Shout out to
Ultra.
PC Dub.
Shout out to Jimmy's World Order as well. I got a chance to meet Ted DiBiase, and with the help of my brother over there, Classic, my guy signed it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
signed it.
Nice.
So now I gotta find Virgil, which I figured would be easy. I'll find him.
Shout out to Virgil, man.
Shout out to Virgil. Get my guy to sign that because he was a holder of this championship too. I gotta come across Stone Cold so I could get a signature from him as well. And then it wouldn't be complete without one more from my guy, LA Knight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like it's just wonderful. Like, T, how about you, man? You got anything that you want to hold on to for life or that you need to get?
I can't say nothing physical that I own. Just memories. Just memories. I went to, so I met Ric Flair before at it was a book signing, but he was actually like, outside of his character, he was actually like taking the time to literally like shake hands and just have like honest conversations with people. And mind you, I was only like 11 years old at the time, but I'm just like, wow, for him to have like all he had on his plate and just like encouraging people, and he's like, man, it's not gonna be easy towards what you want, whether you want to be a wrestler or anything, and just like knowing, I think that was my first time interacting with somebody and recognizing, like, I mean, of course they're human, but like they have like real life aspirations outside of wrestling too, you know. And I think another time came across Cena. I always wanted to meet The Rock, but never got a chance to. But
still available.
Yeah, just those memories. And then also I'll say that I've been to a couple live events, and those experiences of just seeing.
Yeah, we gonna get into that in the next quarter. Yeah.
Well, pertaining to what you're saying though, those meant a lot to me because, like I said, I came across wrestling when my family was going through a very tough time, and wrestling is actually what brought me and my brother peace. So the whole like practicing moves and stuff and pissing off moms because she could hear us suplexing each other in the room, that was keeping us out of trouble, you know. And so when we went to our first live event, the first time I got to see like a frog splash in person, the first time that I got to see like Mysterio hit a 619, and I saw some great ass cruiserweight action, and I was like, oh man, like, so it's just the memories like stick in my head. I still remember exactly where we sat, how many rows back. the pyro, the whole experience, everything.
Yeah.
Like that was Attitude Era SmackDown, and then Ruthless Aggression SmackDown, and the ECW.
Yeah. What about you, Classico?
Bro, you I say it's the same thing, memories. You and I believe I still have every ticket from every live event. And I mean from any wrestling. From independent wrestling to WWE. So I have the first ever WWE live event. SummerSlam 2010.
Yeah. Nosebleeds.
Still got those tickets. Another memorabilia that I have that I hold on to, like, there's another reason why I have my hats. Like, I have statements, on those. So, like, this F, I hold on to that, like
the F.
dearly.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause it's like, that's where
the F don't get out for you.
Bruh, it don't, man. like everybody like, oh, what happened? You got
Fuck
the
them
F out.
pandas.
I still remember that commercial, man.
Fuck them pandas and them animals. Not like that. I like.
Are they still in business?
The Wildlife Foundation.
Are y'all
World Wildlife Fund?
Can we get our F back? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we got to pay these bills a little bit more before we get into this last quarter. You know what I'm saying? It's the Patio PolitiCz, and we'll be back in just a momento.
A culmination of powerful properties that create balance and produce good energy. Cultivating a culture of mindfulness is a daily battle. We target your inner me. Physiological effects, change you can truly feel. Aesthetically pleasing on the surface, but handmade to help you heal.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
Yeah, man.
What
man.
up, y'all? Thank y'all for joining us today. So first things first, shout out to our sponsors. We got
sir.
the Legato Collection.
Yes.
Legato Collection, smooth and connected. Enjoy a glass when you come to the patio.
Swig.
Hit us up on the social medias to find out how. Shout out to Rob Naylor. No bad energy.
Brother Rob, what up?
Brother Rob,
Hey.
candles, shea butter. It's all great, y'all. Y'all
Fruit
gotta
Loops.
check that out. Shout out to the G. Lou Show as well. Shout out to G. Lou.
What up, G. Lou?
Hey.
What up,
Okay,
though? What up,
check
though?
out the G. Lou Show. Many times Ryder's been on there. G. Lou's has some amazing shows, y'all. If y'all not checking it out, y'all missing out. Okay, shout out to Risque Accessories.
Yes.
My boy over here
What up,
gotta
Tracy?
heal. You gotta heal. Literally, when we was talking about heal.
Gotta whisper it. Risque.
Shout out to Risque Accessories, y'all. Unique custom design handmade jewelry. Hit up Risque Accessories.
Yeah.
Shout out to Creative Educare.
Oh man, the kids, the babies, the kids.
And shout out to the Smart Psychology.
Man,
Shout out to the fam, man. Shout out to the sponsors. Shout out to everybody.
no bad
man.
energy. You feel me?
Man.
Say, man, so
Hitting it.
we went into the last break just talking about experiences, and just I want to tap into the live events. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's one thing watching it on TV, and then you get a whole different experience when you in the building. You don't get to hear commentary. You get to be a part of the crowd. You get to be a part of the show. I don't know if y'all got crowd control like that, but once upon a time I had a whole arena booing me. But we'll get into
Talk
that.
about
But just
That sounds like you.
experiences. Like, have y'all? Have we all been to live shows?
Yes.
No? We're gonna have to pop that cherry. Pause.
Oh man, that's gotta happen.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't been to the live show.
Yeah. It's about to happen soon. About to happen real soon.
Yeah.
I know y'all been
The
to
look
more
in your
than me.
eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you're thinking. I think what you thinking, and
Yeah. Hopefully your availability is the same, and we can make that happen. For you, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
indeed.
that happen.
I got a
Yeah.
question for y'all though.
Yeah, let's go.
What's y'all
for it.
favorite finisher? You gotta pick one.
Ooh, shit. I'm sorry.
I'll give y'all a finisher and a submission. There you go.
Okay, I gotta hit that sweet chin music, cause it was just too iconic for me.
Yeah.
there's a lot of finishers out there that I like that people probably wouldn't fuck with, like the running forearm from Lex Luger. You know what I'm saying? Because I like, for some reason, I like elbowing people. Like, it's just, you know. But Sweet Chin Music, just before he started tuning up the band, you know what I'm saying? That was the first finisher that was coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That was the first finisher coming out of nowhere, and nobody was really talking about it like that. You know what I'm saying? Super kick. After he RIP'd the back suplex, because it was just like, Sean, what is this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as a submission, oof.
Favorite submission hold, favorite finisher.
This might ruffle a couple of people's feathers. Jesus. I
knew it.
I have to put some people in the crippler crossface, man. Like I'll
Crippler
pop
crossface is a good one.
I'll pop your shoulder out of place and twist your whole face while I'm Yeah. I know. Growing up, we used to do the Boston Crab and ankle locks a whole lot, but
the ankle locks.
The ankle lock for sure.
Yeah.
I was like, it worked.
That'd be it for me.
If you apply it correctly,
I won a lot of fights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet Chin Music and the crippler crossface, passing it, hot tag to whoever want to take it.
Favorite finisher. Funny part is it used to be a finisher, and I get used so much it's not anymore. But when it was a finisher,
Destroyer? Canadian Destroyer.
DDT.
Yeah.
Give me a good.
You talking about a Jake the Snake?
Yes, give me a good Jake.
A good snap
Give
and
me
pop,
a good,
like
give me a good DDT.
Raven?
That's a believable.
Raven, the even flow.
That double arm.
Oh, the double.
Give me a good DDT. I am down for. Like I don't care. And it's been so long since an actual DDT been an actual finisher. I know we got John Moxley but it's like I mean an actual one. Like, not
real
even
way.
to the mud.
Put it down.
Nah, I mean like just straight here and I'm just coming back. Like
you talking about a headache? Yeah.
Yes, give me
like your head is in the mat.
That's it. Give me the DDT for submission holds.
I used to put the claw on little kids too. Like, just grab their face.
You know what? My favorite submission hold is one of the ones that haven't been used that many times, and I think that's why I like it. And that is Undertaker against Hell's Gate.
Okay, that was
okay.
I was gonna pick that one too.
Okay.
I'm like, yo, like this.
That's
always
the one
tried-
that be having people foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, foaming, bleeding,
like
all that. I used to always wonder.
So what he'll do, like, let's say you're like maybe you got him like he's on his back, you got him like on top of him, right? He will literally put his legs, like wrap your arm, put his legs in between there, so now his leg is here. Like just right here, just hitting your everything. So it's like, especially if your tongue is here, just imagine you're biting your tongue. That's
So
it.
at any moment he could get you there, and he just pulls
just
on
pull
your
arm,
head.
and that's it.
He pull on your head, or pull on your arm.
Yeah,
whatever.
almost like so just imagine your
They used to
arm
be
here,
foaming
right?
at the mouth like, oh
leg,
shit.
So the leg is here,
okay.
and another leg is here. So
And then no,
so he extended
he either pull or sometimes he'll grab the back of your head and pull it into his leg or whatever. So it's just like
that's tight.
he's sitting there just
yeah, it's
That was
crazy.
a good one.
Yeah, I'm like,
I can't pick that one.
and
That was a good one.
the
Damn,
crazy
real
part
good.
is, when it really was solidified, when he did it too, I think it was Shawn Michaels in their matches, and he actually bled from the mouth from it, because like he held it so hard, and all of a sudden he just said, and you just see a little bit of blood. I'm like, oh, it really like, because I'm like, think about it, it's in your throat. It's like you can have like it can crush anything.
Now the question is always, is this real blood or is this a capsule? Because there's tricks and trades to wrestling. I ain't gonna reveal too much, but
here's the thing though, you never know, because like we
And
already
a
know.
razor.
I was say we already know. We already know there was
Blade
days when they had razors in their mouth, so he can easy.
yeah,
He can easily
camera angles.
Yeah.
Camera angles
Camera
are
angles.
really important.
John Moxley, learn them.
Yeah.
Camera angles, please. Please learn them, bro. I'm sorry. Like literally, the camera was on him. He said, yeah, I'm blading right now. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm like, dude, it was on camera. I saw you cut. I saw it. I love you, bro, but I saw it.
So that's your submission. What about your finisher?
I said DDT.
He said it.
Oh, DDT.
Oh,
DDT. That's
DDT.
right,
Like,
that's right,
give
that's
me
right,
a
that's
good
right. Yeah,
DDT
yeah,
finisher,
yeah.
and I'm good.
T, did you tap in?
It's so many, but to say like, I was a big fan of a lot of like cruiserweight action.
Ooh, yeah.
So
yeah.
for me,
Shout out to Rey Mysterio.
yeah, I was gonna say Ray had a lot of moves, but if you gotta pick a finisher, I really liked the shooting star press.
I'm talking about Billy Kidman.
Billy Kidman did one, and then also later in the game it was Evan Bourne.
Yeah. He got a nice one.
And he jumped high.
Now known
he
as,
got a lot of air.
Matt Seidel.
Yeah.
Hey,
EW. Shout out.
Give me a good shooting star press where somebody like you can see because some people do it and they kind of like hit the flip early.
That's on the top of the rope finish.
So what?
That's a whole different. I'm talking about in ring, man.
Well, technically that's in ring.
Okay, in ring.
If you gotta do,
he finishes in the ring.
I'm not gonna lie.
Man.
It's kind of a tie between. I love like Undertaker's last ride, and I like Kane's chokeslam where he like gets you up and then he just with one arm.
You know the last ride? No, I'll give that's another thing that's another thing that made me like that.
Yeah, the last ride was the hardest part.
Because it was like a hesitation power bomb where it's like he gets you up there and you just be like, dang.
Like he
a good 2 seconds.
Wedgies. Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle. He will have a thong after this.
It's like I better hope. I hope you know how to bump because you about to go down hard.
Hey, like anybody that went against that Undertaker, I was like, I hope they wipe their ass good. Oh God damn it!
Not talk about wiping asses good. That get me thinking about Rikishi.
Exactly.
What about you, Five? What about you, man?
Wait. I was gonna say
submission.
Submission wise, man, I gotta give it to the figure 4, if not ankle lock. But figure 4.
Yeah, that's a good one. That definitely is a good one.
I would have to say, Goldberg's his jackhammer. I would say that.
Okay.
Because he drops you on your head.
Okay.
And then for submission.
On purpose.
Yeah.
Shout out to Undertaker. I'm sorry about that.
A legend has it he almost died for real inside.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bret Hart.
Message. Hey. And then I would have to say, damn, for submissions. Because y'all two took the ones I love. I'm going to just say the Steiner recliner.
So you want to go with my freaks? Let's go.
Well, if I had to do the camel clutch, I got to do it R.I.P. like Iron Sheik. He was fucking bending people.
Yeah. Underneath your chin and just like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it wasn't funny to the opponent, but it was funny to him.
He was bending them like how his boots was. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, let me just curl you back real quick. And strong man too, so I know that shit hurt.
Yeah, so it'll be that.
Shit hurt.
It'll be that. Now we can go on top rope finisher.
Okay, top rope finisher.
So
shooting star or frog splash.
Or a frog splash. Classic. Okay. What you got?
Me. Ooh, wow. And especially since they evolved so much now. It's so different now. But I'll take it back. Still simple. I'll take the splash. Either give me
which one? Like
either give me Jimmy Snuka splash or give me the Uso splash.
Okay. Is it the body? The body. Okay.
The whole top rope splash. Like give me the Umaga splash. Give me Jimmy Snuka. All the Samoan splashes.
Yeah. Just you talking about like that move Rikishi does when he climbs up there and just sits on you?
No. Talking about a body.
Like literally going on top rope. And I'm just throwing my whole body on your ass.
Damn, you trying to die?
I would say the D'Lo Brown,
the frog splash,
frog splash, or
with the body joint on.
Yeah,
cheater.
Or for sure. Macho Man Randy, that fucking elbow
drop.
Yeah. Him or Sean's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cause Sean got a little, Sean's
little
bit
flair with it. Like,
Okay, so we got to mention it. What do you think about Shane McMahon's elbow from Cages?
Which one? We talking about the SummerSlam?
All of them.
Jumps.
All of his jumps. What do we think about his jumps?
He knows how to throw his body.
Shane had the suicidal elbow.
Shane wanted to die.
Yeah. Sean had the swag elbow.
That SummerSlam.
Shane's just like, I'm just going to throw myself.
That SummerSlam when he's like, I'm just gonna climb up the stage and y'all just gonna have to watch me die.
With Steve Blackman, right?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
he was like, make your ass.
But I'm saying, like, y'all realize the cinematography? Did you see the camera angle they shot it from? Yeah. I'm like, the camera is high and he's still up high.
Yeah,
and the way Steve Blackman was in, get your ass. Come on, you're like, fine.
And you know Vince was backstage losing his mind.
No, he wasn't. He was like, I love that shit.
All this money, yes.
Yes. He didn't want Ankle to throw him through that glass at one time.
Can you do it again, son?
Yes.
Good job. He used to jump off the bunk beds all the time. I love it.
For my off the top finisher, because y'all didn't said a lot of the good ones, so I'm gonna have to dig in my bag a little bit and probably go just for master. It was just masterful just to see it happen, because I'm like, how do you contort your body through the sky like that and still hit your mark? So it had to be something like a Phoenix Splash.
Yes, the Phoenix Splash is wonderful. I will show you the Phoenix Splash. Hold on,
Are you talking about like a corkscrew?
Yeah,
kinda?
Yeah.
So it's like you
can do
pretty
it in
much do
reverse.
like almost like a front flip into like a
You turn though, right?
Yeah.
Corkscrew.
Yeah.
corkscrew
That-
into bam, hitting your spot.
The 450.
I was gonna say
yeah,
the 450. Yeah.
And you know, and you know what's hard about those? 'Cause like you said, I respect those because like if you notice, they have to make sure you are right here, on the corner. Like you can't be far away. Like literally, I gotta be.
And I mean, you could,
and then
you could, depending on the skill of who's delivering the move, they know how to get to where they need to get to in the ring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
RVD and Eddie used to jump far.
Yeah, RVD, and I've never
that
found it.
5-star mother.
RVD
I saw
did one of the
RVD jump
craziest.
to the other side of the ring.
Yeah, RVD did one of the craziest 5-star frog splash, and if he ain't really did it in real life, then my imagination is something else. But this motherfucker, I want to say that he got on the top rope and did like either a front flip or a back flip into the frog splash across the ring, and I was just like,
Yeah.
what is this shit right here? Like he used to dive into the crowds in ECW from the ring and stuff like that, doing front flips and shit like that. So I was just like, I was amazed.
Man.
I was amazed, man.
See, and the thing about them shows that I mean, y'all probably didn't think about it. For me, I'm always thinking about, you know how the barricade is different in those shows.
Yeah.
So it was like you got them metal
Got the steel
barricades. I'm
cage.
like, damn.
I love
Why
those.
you want to jump over that?
I
shit?
love
I'm
those.
like, one wrong
I
move,
love
you
them.
hit your head on that shit.
Love them. I love it because then like with those barricades, I feel like they made the fight even more real. Because if you think about it, another thing that we talked about before when it came to like a fight in wrestling, especially in Vince's era compared to other wrestling or whatever, especially back in the day, it's like, think about a hardcore match, right? Back in the day, if we say a hardcore match, or if you say like false count anywhere match, they're just walking down the street grabbing whatever is around. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now with the more produced stuff, now you say a street fight, we're gonna put stuff that's on the street in the ring or under the ring, and it's like it takes, for me, it takes a little bit of natural out of it, because it's like I'm used to watching now from back in the day when they say street fight, oh, we going in the fucking street, and whatever's in the street, I'm grabbing.
Once they did away with the hardcore, you know.
Yeah, and then even
you had street fights after they did away with the hardcore matches, but like you said, it wasn't
produced.
Even Falls Count Anywhere matches, they were barely going up the ramp.
They're over here painting the ground, look like the street. That's not a street fight.
That's not a street fight.
Put them, let them start in the street.
The Rock and Stone Cold on that bridge was a street fight.
Yo,
that
when they was tossing belts over and tossing each other over,
tossing each other.
Good shit.
Splash.
What's another one?
That was good.
Yeah.
Oh, John Cena and Eddie Guerrero.
The parking lot brawl with the
parking
cars.
lot. Perfect.
Cut the cars were parked around in a circle or whatever they was using. Yeah.
Ooh, that fight was good.
And John Cena.
Yeah.
It was actually good. Kudos to Eddie.
That was
kudos to Eddie. It was good times. It was good times.
Anybody that got WWE 2023 understand?
Yeah.
They know what I'm talking about.
Man,
I know
about Cena. Yes.
Yeah, I know.
in closing though, because like for real, like we always drop gems on the Patio PolitiCz.
Yeah.
So to be real, I can contest with my life that there's still a lot of wrestling fans out there who are embarrassed to be wrestling fans for whatever reason, and it doesn't make sense to me. They always want to call it fake and this, that, and the other, when there's a lot of fake shit that's in this world that you support and you watch and you get down with. So just going around the table, what's one message that you would give the wrestling fan inside somebody for them to let them know it's okay to watch wrestling and support it or whatever?
Oh shit, I'll go first. This is quick. Now, there's what people got to understand is wrestling is a form of entertainment. You get what I'm saying? As football, as the NBA, as soccer, everything now that has entertainment in it has some kind of script to it or storyline to it. So stop being ashamed and come out the fucking closet. If you love wrestling or used to love it, still love it. I mean, is choreographed. But the same thing with NFL. People don't want to believe it. Same thing with NBA. It's choreographed and shit like that. But I think anything that people take their time to learn and aspire to be has authenticity to it.
Yeah.
So it can't be fake. Unless you actually got out there and attempt to do it yourself, because it's a lot of street cats I know that call it fake, but I know they won't get in the ring with a wrestler.
Yeah, they wouldn't even backyard wrestling.
They wouldn't even backyard wrestling, but they wouldn't do it today either.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, nah, it ain't fake. So
you can't take a basic ass body slam and you calling the shit
and them
fake.
shits hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about the standard throw Andre the Giant down body slam. Not even we ain't talking about power bombs
but it's an art at the end of the day. So I would say, man, we respect art, just because it ain't your bag no more, don't disrespect the art and craft of it, because it's still an art. And shit, I still love it to this day.
Yeah.
Wrestlers up, come out the closet.
Yeah. Keeping it brief, keep going around the table. T, what you got for him, man?
Man, I'm gonna just say, let go and learn to enjoy it. That's how I got into it, and wrestlers do so much more outside of what you just flip to on TV when you see them. Yeah. Like I told you, when I met Flair and some of the others for the first time, and you'd be surprised if you look in comment sections of wrestling videos, you'll see a lot of people who were inspired and did greater things in life behind wrestlers once you learn about them personally as well too. So it's much more than just what y'all think is a fake fight on TV. It's like Five said, a lot of stuff is scripted. You guys just accept other things, and you call wrestling out like it's something different.
Classico.
I'm gonna just sum it up and say this thing, because y'all said around the same thing. Wrestling's real and life is fake. There you go.
Message. There you go.
Hey, love what you love. If it's real for you, because a lot of times, we go through a lot of these storylines just like any show. So if you feel like you're an underdog in the fight, wrestling's for you. If you feel like you that type of heel, like fuck life, wrestling's for you. But wrestling's real, life is fake. Remember that. Love y'all.
For real.
What about you?
I mean, y'all done pretty much touched on it and said everything that needed to be said. Like, don't follow the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Follow what's right to you. Everybody became wrestling fans primarily through the Attitude Era because it was just cool. You know what I'm saying? Shit is still cool. You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Everybody grew up a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Real shit.
You get what I'm saying? At one point.
If you did a DX shop something,
I learned all of the Rock's
there's nothing wrong with that.
catchphrases and
There's nothing
and that's
wrong
the
with
thing
that.
it's nothing
It's
wrong
frowned
with that.
upon a lot, but it's just like, for what? Why? Because it's just you feel like it's the cool thing to do, just to talk bad about the shit.
It's the same people that'll say if you liked or have a fanhood of Power Rangers, you're a child or you're gay. Remember that?
What?
Yeah, it's same.
They would say you're
everybody
say you're gay.
Remember that?
For the Power Rangers?
Remember that? Oh yeah, you know.
Everybody grew up on Power Rangers.
You know what?
Man.
We gonna talk about. We should.
Let's talk about it now. Fuck that. We said it. What? For the Power Rangers?
Oh yeah.
Nah, I ain't heard that.
That's a whole nother
Everybody was fine.
Again,
that's a whole nother show, because we got eras of Power Rangers, man.
Try living in the nerd life or the bad kid.
Now, which Power Rangers are we talking about?
Mighty Morphin, because
Mighty Morphin
of the colors.
It's not art.
Yeah. Mighty Morphin.
Mighty Morphin.
Putty Patrol, Rita.
All that.
They said that was gay.
They did. They would. Yeah, and I was like,
that
really?
set the tone. That was when things were simple, and it was just.
When you wanted more Power Rangers and everything.
Yeah, when we had the Green Ranger.
But you had the white and
then he became the White Ranger when he got good.
But again, put it around back to.
I mean, he was already good as the Green Ranger.
Yeah, no,
he was dangerous.
But he got the green coin got destroyed. That's why.
But when you put it back to how the Attitude Era got so big, it was a time where we didn't want colorful. We didn't want we wanted edgy. We wanted this. And Power Rangers, what they speak of, doing good.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that shit.
I'm captivated. This is amazing. Not because I was gay.
But he's no different than Rick Martel.
Yeah. The model with the arrogance.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Flamboyant shit.
I think that's when that's when people in my generation start deviating from wrestling, when Goldust came. And I think when he kissed Ahmed Johnson, that's when.
But even Vince had
when he came out there with that wig on.
Because Goldust even said Because even Goldust said, because Vince tried to tell him, because when he first told him about Goldust, he said, "Hey man, I'm not like that." He did say, I'm not gay. And he said, no, it's not gay. It's indigenous. And he was like, what the
hell is that,
who says that type of word?
Exactly. But when you think,
But I mean, he even made his finisher the Shattered Dreams, man. It's like, why is your finisher
kicking
somebody in the nuts, man?
But again, if you think about it, but see, the whole thought patterning that Vince had about it, it really wasn't like the whole gay thing. He was like, it's a person that can mess with your mindset.
Exactly.
Like I'm not gay, but look,
that was a test run.
It wasn't. I think Vince was brilliant on that aspect because when you look at it, I always grew up thinking Goldust was really gay, but he's not.
He's not. You have to know who Goldust was before he became Goldust.
He was Dustin, exactly. If you knew that, you were like, okay,
Dustin.
But see, a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's like. You got people that join on a wrestling tip. They catch the gimmicks as they're growing into wrestling.
Like right when you want them to be like, watch this, they come in and it's some questionable shit going on.
Hey, all the fucking time.
And it's just
all the time.
And you be like, nah, bro.
Hey, that used to be Pops. That used to be Pops. As soon as he come in the door, he like, and it'd be a wrestler behind somebody and start humping and looking at the crowd. He like, really? He like,
this what you watching?
He like, really? And I'm like, no. He just closed the door like.
Triple H behind shit. Shit.
Damn. You missed it 10 minutes ago when it just,
and then I don't know, for us too, it was like times my mom would walk in exactly at the wrong time. You remember when they used to have them broad penny matches?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or when Mickey James came in and had like a mini crush on Trish, and she was kissing her before and after matches.
Or you got a pro-black friend who come in and like, man, you watching this white shit, and like, nah, man, they not racist. And then you see Coco Beware come out in the Royal Rumble. Literally, as soon as he slide in, he gets tossed out. Literally. He runs in and gets tossed out, and they like, see, and they walk on, you like, but, and they like, nah.
Oh, you think that's bad? You were talking about the Russo's aggression era?
Yeah.
Oh, how about you bring your again, black friend? Oh, ain't that white shit? No, not at all. Come on, watch this episode with me. Then all of a sudden you turn on the TV, and Vince McMahon says, what's up, my nigga?
Oh, yeah. See?
Never mind. Never mind. No.
Vince, I believe he's racist, but Vince do some shit. He pushes it, like when he said everybody that's
pushes it.
You sent me a clip when he said everybody that's not Caucasian.
Yeah, he was like, leave the ring. It's not for you.
Yeah.
And look, and I'll tell you about that one.
Because everybody started looking like,
wait, what?
That's when he was trying to figure out who his illegitimate child
was. So and then he was like, all the wrestlers to the ring. So all the wrestlers around the ring. And he's like, okay, I'm trying to find my son. So I'm gonna tell you right now, it's nothing like that. But if you're not Caucasian, leave the ring. And I was like,
he's shaking their head like, I can't believe it.
Wow.
What killed me was when Sheldon Bishop and the darkest motherfucker there were like,
you should have been happy and should at least leave mine.
You know that ain't your daddy.
But see, let me ask y'all, because I know y'all deeper into it now, into the storylines. Do y'all think he talks to them about this shit?
Nah.
Or do he just
I mean,
if anything, it'd be very last minute.
I was gonna say,
like, I'm gonna do this.
It's like remember when he turned Devon into a pastor?
Yep,
that's
very last minute.
I'll testify.
Had Batista as his deacon jacking people for their money in the crowd.
Bro,
wow.
The biggest turn to me that didn't make sense was, well, at least from my perspective, Mac, was when Kane spent all them years when he took the mask off and he was just wilding with that towel on his head to now become corporate. And I'm like, bro, you just rose up out of hell. Now you're a regular corporate white guy.
I was just like, nigga, where's your burns?
Literally.
Like, you could at least have like a deep cut or something. Like,
literally.
all you had was charcoal face.
I'm like, you was a person that in society they not letting you out of a mental institution.
Hey,
now you Mr. Corporate Vice President.
For granted, you look at Kane's face, and they put the contact in there or whatever. Y'all remember how they made Jason looked like as a kid, bald head or whatever. I was like,
he did look like
that's that. Kane. That's little Jason growing up, looking like Kane. That's what that is. That nigga was ugly. He was even ugly when he had that Jerry curl, that blonde Jerry curl, when he was Dr. Isaac Yankum.
Isaac Yankum. Now, okay, all right. I have to ask y'all this before we go. What was a gimmick that fucked y'all up that y'all didn't know the person was before? Like what? Like their previous gimmick? What fucked you up? He's like, he was him. Where it really, messed you up.
That
was one. That's why I asked that question for me. and Papa Shango.
Yeah, that's
because
what
I did not like him.
Because here's the thing that fucked me up about Papa Shango.
You know that was
I didn't know that was the Godfather.
And
Kama Mustafa. I didn't know. I was mad.
He was. I think he was either Kama Mustafa before Papa Shango, and it didn't work. It was really quick, and then he was Godfather after. But what fucked me up about Papa Shango was going to the sports arena on a Saturday to see the event and everything. And I believe we had got a chance to go backstage or whatever that I vaguely remember. I seen the Ultimate Warrior like behind the door like doing crazy shit, and I was just like, or whatever, right? But when Papa Shango came out, this is when we had seats and we were sitting like right at the aisleway. So as they coming down, you right there, they get to tag your hand. I remember getting a free pair of glasses from Bret Hart and everything that I don't have anymore. But Papa Shango came and
from Bret Hart?
Yeah. You know how he used to take them off and put them on? Yeah, I had a pair when I was little. Wow. But I was little. You feel me?
You didn't know that?
Yeah.
Snap. Collector's item.
Dang, that's great.
Like, Papa Shango comes and he got the skulls and this is when he was feuding with the Ultimate Warrior, so he putting spells on people. Ultimate Warrior bleeding at the head and
man,
shit,
I hated him after that.
When he came past me, right, the theme music was creepy, like the imagery was creepy. I was I was scared.
Yeah.
But the putrid smell that came from them skulls, the smoke that was I was just like like talk about a real life horror. And then when he changed and talking about hoes and pimps and shit later,
like,
and I'm older and I'm like, you did me like that. So it had to be Papa Shango for me that like really like that, and Abdullah the Butcher. Abdullah the Butcher, old school wrestler or whatever.
I know who he is, but what was his gimmick before? Or that was the gimmick?
That was the gimmick. That was just the gimmick. If he had any other gimmick, I never knew about it, and I didn't want to find out about it because Abdullah the Butcher put fear into me.
Gotcha.
Like before Blade Jobbing was really a thing, like I think it was around the era when Flair was blading, you know what I'm saying? Because of the color that his hair would turn. Dusty Rhodes, same thing, the color that his hair would turn. Abdullah the Butcher didn't have no color and he was black. He was bald head. He didn't have no hair, and he was black. And he was just so just diabolical and just dangerous and just it spooked me. It spooked me. It spooked me. So those would have to be my 1A and 1B. You know what I'm saying?
Man, the one.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say I guess. Because I'm probably not as in depth as y'all, but what I was most disappointed in is I was a legit John Cena fan. Because I remember the first time John Cena actually came out and did his little rap. He was with another dude named B2 or something.
Bob Buchanan?
Something like that.
B2, it was B2. Yeah, and Bob Buchanan B2.
And at the time, of course, like I'm not in the mindset I am now. And I'm like, all right, cool. This is kind of cool. This white boy coming out here, playing this role. But then to like look back at the past and history, and I'm like, I remember watching one of his videos where he was saying, I'm different than other wrestlers because I don't grow my hair out and do all these things. And I'm looking at your old tapes now, and I'm like, bro, you was still finding your way. I understand you part of being a wrestler is finding your way, but I'm like, this is not where you started. Like when I first saw John Cena, I thought he started as Thugonomics Cena.
Nah. You had Prototype, and then he came into John Cena, and then he became rapper John Cena, and then he became John Cena.
Well, see, for me, on the cusp of like the last, I don't know, year or a few years of the Attitude Era into Ruthless Aggression, I wasn't watching it like every week, but I was doing my best to keep up with it. But when I started getting tuned in, it was really that Brock Lesnar Big Show beef where I was hooked to Raw and SmackDown
when they broke
and
the
Sunday
ring.
night. No, before that.
Okay.
Before that was when he got screwed at Survivor Series.
When Paul Heyman turned on.
When Paul Heyman turned on him.
Big Show.
Also, you
for
didn't
the undisputed championship.
So that means you came after the slap.
After the slap of who?
John Cena.
Oh, Ruthless Aggression.
Right, because
no. I'm saying
so you saw the slap when he slapped Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
His first match.
So I saw that later. That was when he was still in tights.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. So
different color tights every week.
That's why I'm saying, like when I watch shows, sometimes like the matches I didn't care about, like if it was Steven Richards or something, I didn't care about watching.
So I wasn't Stevie.
Stevie Richards. He mattered in the flock though.
He did.
But I'm saying like
BWO, silly shit.
I didn't care about certain matches then. I only wanted to see certain superstars. So I wasn't keeping up with everybody. So like I probably saw that and didn't know it was him. and like other times when I would see people, I didn't know that they like for instance,
something different.
Like Albert. You know, I liked him best when he was A-Train.
A-Train, Prince Albert.
I just felt like A-Train. He was a funny heel.
Hey, shout out to
Tess.
Tess.
It was always shave your back.
Shout out to Tess, man.
Tess was the man.
That was the shit.
R.I.P. Tess was the man. That big boot, man. What about you, Classic?
I say one person that like shocked me who they were. Once again, it was like because like I feel like he was much better.
Ooh, I just gotta. Yeah, I'm gonna remember that.
All right, because I feel like he was much better, and I'm like, why did he change so cartoonish, even to have a mask on?
Mm-hmm.
And that was Cactus Jack before WWE, before Mankind, before.
Okay, so
like
that's way before Dude Love.
So like facing Terry Funk.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You talking about Japan?
He changed a lot of times. Yeah.
And it's like. So you mean to tell me you seen this man that has so much great like Steve's coming behind him from all these matches and everything, and you change the persona to a cartoonish Mankind?
Mm-hmm. And Mankind was still kind of scary to me for a little bit.
Kinda, but
you talking about have a nice day, shirt and tie.
No, not yet. Well, that one, yes. And then even when I went back, I'm like, why did you put him in an all brown suit? He looked like doo-doo. I like it. Like even your envision for him looks scary.
That's the only version of Mankind I like, to be honest.
The all brown suit.
Yeah.
The all brown. I was like,
he was more a character based. You know what I'm saying? In the boiler rooms, managed by Paul Bearer. You know what I'm saying? He was crazy in the mind and everything or whatever. But once he started putting on sweatpants and collared shirts, and ties and shit,
and the white dress shirt
on my hands out of my drawers. I was just like,
so you talking about that Mankind?
Yeah. Pulling his hair out, rocking in the middle of the ring, talking about some mommy, like
he was creepy as fuck. That's why I said. Find out about Cactus Jack and Do Love and mess me up too. I'm like, oh God.
But when I went back and like, because again, he did have Cactus Jack in WWE, but I'm like, when I found out about
Cactus Jack in WCW and Japan and
I'm like, yo, this Cactus Jack is the shit.
You talking about? Was that the Territory Cactus Jack?
Yeah, the Territory Cactus Jack. I'm like, this. Yo, like, how did you not just
this is Foley's baby boy?
The Territories to me is like equivalent to the NBA in and one. Like you get what I'm saying? The Territory is just more raw and just
and one was just
But to me it was real wrestling and real showmanship with the Territory.
Low key Territories is coming back with independent wrestling right now in this day and age.
Shout out to all the independent companies, man. Shout out to PCW Ultra. Shout out to Defy. Shout out to New Japan Wrestling, man. Shout out to Impact Wrestling. Everybody that's doing something right now, bro. Do you understand right now? We have a dream that's happening right now. Remember when we used to watch just like 1 or 2 shows in a week? And be like, man, I wish I could watch wrestling all day. Right now, we are in a point. You have wrestling on TV on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, and they just had one for Saturday. Shout out to AEW.
About to get another one on Saturday,
It used to just be on Mondays.
Just Monday.
And then
Velocity and Sunday Night Heat
started doing it on Saturday.
Even though it was like the worst of the worst.
Doing it on Saturdays.
It was like people on the roster you never even heard of on Velocity.
Saturday night main event. Shotgun Saturday night.
Sunday Night Heat.
Sunday Night Heat. Yeah.
So hey,
the power plant for WCW on Saturdays as well, or whatever. The
ECW on Tuesdays,
a lot,
I believe.
You get wrestling anywhere, everywhere. 5. The question that you asked, you got to answer.
For what?
Yeah.
The gimmicks?
Not yet.
I answered.
Yeah, you were saying Papa Shango, but you got another one.
Mankind.
Okay.
That messed me up.
Yeah, man. Like I said, we could talk about wrestling all day long, you know what I'm saying? But it's the sick one on the other side, Jay Classic, you know what I'm saying? Smart Psychology.
Yes, sir.
For anybody out there that wants to know more about wrestling and wants to keep up with it, follow me and your boy Jay Classic.
Smart Psychology and my brothers. Yes,
we talk with wrestlers, chill with wrestlers. We do reviews on shows and all that. All we do is just tell jokes on some West Coast shit and mix in wrestling with it. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the funny and wrestling. So we make it easy for you to transition back into it if that's something that you want to do. T Mills, Triple T, you already know.
Yes, sir.
Your neighborhood friendly hood man. How you say it?
Neighborhood friendly man, J5TH. Make sure y'all check out Smart Psychology Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, man.
Yeah.
Dope ass phenomenal show. No?
Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays.
Monday, Wednesdays.
Cards subject to change.
Just
That's
in
wrestling
case.
terminology.
Yeah.
But you know,
Okay.
So you know, just so you don't expect it might be a set schedule, but we on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. But hey, sometimes it might change.
And we'll let you know. We'll let you know.
But but you know how you could stay contacted? You got to follow us on all social media.
Yes, sir.
Man.
All platforms.
Follow us, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Make sure
Hit that
y'all
follow button.
check out our sponsors. Shout out and special thanks to our sponsors.
Yes, sir.
Legato Collection, smooth and connected.
Yes. Legato Collection.
Rob Naylor, no bad energy, y'all.
Yep.
No
Yep.
bad energy.
Yep.
Shea
Yep.
butters, candles, just beautiful stuff, y'all. Shout out to Creative Educare.
Shout out to Risque Accessories.
Risque.
Check it out. Shout out to Tracy Beck.
Heel turn.
And shout out to
G. Lou.
Lou.
Yeah.
G. Lou, DD Harrison, man. Shout out to the family. We appreciate you. We love all y'all, man.
Already know. Y'all
Yes.
already know who I am. I am the value that allows you the opportunity to roll with me. Like I say on my pod, it's time for y'all to get about the ride.
Yeah.
Because it's time for us to ride
Yes.
on to another avenue. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Respect.
Yeah.
And
And
we
this thing
appreciate
your boy,
y'all. We
man.
love y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for the Patio PolitiCz as well.
Yes,
and
sir.
we're going to get up out of here live.
Patio PolitiCz.